I'm going to show you some ways to catch some fish, the correct equipment and how to use it. Now let's go freshwater spinning. It is important when spinning for trout to have a perfectly balanced outfit. The rod and the reel must balance perfectly. The line should be approximately 2 kilos in breaking strain. The rod approximately 2 meters in length with a fine and flexible tip. You should have approximately 200 meters of line on your spinning reel. It should be filled to capacity for smoother and longer casts. Some of the more popular trout lures include the Catcher range in multicolour, silver and blue, and green and gold. The Wonder Wobbler series include the 1/4 ounce and 3/8 ounce in both colours in gold and silver. The revolving blade action lure should be used in conjunction with a keel to prevent line twist. It is important when attaching the lure to the line to use the correct knot, and there have been a lot of books written about knots, but I find the best knot to use is the half blood knot. The line is placed through the ring at the end of the lure. The forefinger goes down to make a loop. The loose line is wound 4 times around the main line, and the loose line is then brought underneath through the loop, and the line is tautened to make a very satisfactory and dependable knot. When casting, take hold of the rod with one hand. With the index finger, gather in the line, open up the bail. You are now in full control of your outfit. Before casting, adjust the drag so as to give a nice free and easy pull. This will prevent the fish from breaking the line. To cast, the rod is brought behind you and then brought forward with a swift action, releasing the line at 10 o'clock. And executing the perfect cast. Each time you cast, allow the lure to sink to a different level. This will enable you to find the level where the fish are feeding. Reels are made in right and left hand wind. Choose the one that suits you best. And don't end up doing this. Don't overlook any water that may hold fish. Give it a try. You may be surprised. When spinning for trout, I usually find that it's best early morning or late evening when the sun is off the water. This is when the trout feel more confident to come in and feed closer to shore, with the cormorants and other birds that feed on the trout less likely to see them. When fishing early in the morning, it's best to stand back a bit from the shore and fish the shallow parts of the lake, because this is when the fish are likely to be in these areas. And as the day moves on, it's then best to cast in the middle of the lake where the water is deeper and the trout move to get some cover during the sunlight of the day. It is important when spinning for trout to try and put an erratic action on the lure by moving the rod and also changing the speed of the reel. This gives the minnow or your lure the action of a fish that has been wounded, and therefore it makes easy prey for a big trout to take the lure. When you reach the spot, inspect the water. Try to work out where the fish are. Cast short and then cast long. Work your lure in arcs of 2, 3 and 4 different positions. If no strikes are had after 15 casts, move on 15 metres and try again. Right, I got one here. Oh, he's a nice fish. He's running. Oh, he's a good fish, this bloke. Yeah, he's a nice fish. You'll need the net there, Darryl. I've got to let him run now because he'll break me off if this brake doesn't work properly. Yes, he's a nice fish, this bloke. Oh, gee, they're big, Darryl, here. Oh, he's running in towards me. I've got to get him in. Yeah, I'm right. Right now, I've got him. She's a nice fish, this one. She's full of spawn, and by gee, she's in great condition. She's a female rainbow trout, and you can tell it's a rainbow because of the spots on the tails and the distinct red line along its body and the red patch on the gill cover. It's a female fish in approximately its 4th or 5th year, and I estimate it to be between 4 and 5 kilos. Now, the male fish of the rainbow trout species is distinct in its head from the female. You will notice the locked jaw of this fish. He's still a rainbow. He's still got the brilliant red patch along the side and the gill covers, but this big hooked jaw signifies that he's a big buck, and he's the male of the rainbow trout species. The boat is essential for trolling, with outboard motors up to 10 horsepower ideal. The correct idling speed should be set at walking pace. Your speed outfit can be used for trolling, although a rod with a stiffer tip is ideal. The rod should be approximately 2 metres in length, with a spinning reel with a smooth drag to avoid your rod being taken overboard by a fish. The line should be a little heavier, with 4 kilograms proving ideal. Some of the popular and more successful trolling lures include the spoon range, the wobbler range, including the colours, with the gold and silver being most productive, and the catcher range, the gold and green and the blue and silver being most successful, and the multicoloured catchers also accounting for many fish. To locate the fish at different depths, 2 rods can be used with different size paravane sinkers to establish what depth the fish are feeding. The paravane sinker is attached to the main line with a 1 metre leader to the lure, which is attached to the leader. When the fish are located at a certain depth, change the other rods with the same paravane and you will find that you will catch fish. Lower the lure and the sinker into the water. Make sure that it's operating correctly. Open up the bail and allow approximately 30 metres of line out. Engage the bail and hang on to your rod. A sudden strike of a fish or an unfortunate stag on a dead tree might see your favourite rod heading over the back of the boat. It is essential to move the rod backwards and forth when trolling the fish. This gives the lure the effect of the wounded minnow and will often entice a trout that is not feeding to strike. Troll near weed beds, dead trees, cliffs and near the shore. This is where the fish feed and also hide for cover during the day. This is where the fish are, and troll your lure as close to these objects as possible. In the warmer weather, the fish move to the depths of the lake, and in order to get to the bottom of the lake with your lure, the heaviest trolling sinkers must be used. When the fish strikes, stop the motor, retrieve the other line and net the fish. I hope that these few points will help you to nab that big one. See you soon.